Hi everyone, so I thought I'd do this quick little video to give you a whistle-stop tour of land purchases in and around Ebernoe and give you a guided tour around the new fields. Hope you enjoy. The Trust bought Ebernoe back in 1980. The site is nationally important for a whole range of wildlife, including its fungi, bat species, notably the barbastelle and bechstein that breed on site, woodland birds, and its saproxylic invertebrates that feed on its deadwood. One of the most impressive things about Ebernoe, though, is its mature oaks and beeches. So we're on Butcherlands now, purchased by the Trust back in 2001. Up until that point it was an arable farm, so a lot of what we see behind me would have been under the plough and regularly disturbed. The Trust went down the approach of allowing natural processes to occur and natural regeneration, and the result in habitat and vegetation is truly incredible. We've introduced our large herbivores, so our conservation grazing herd. So we're crossing the bridge over Grigg Brook to access the latest land purchase of the Trust. We're now in Willand Woods. It was purchased by the Trust via an appeal back in 2021. As you can see, it's got plantation on it, which we'll be working on over the next few years with funding from the South Downs National Park via their Landscape Enhancement Initiative. So we've just come to the end of our tour of Ebernoe and we're in the new fields that we're looking to purchase. So this is the first of the 3 fields, and as you can see it's recently been cut, ready to be collected up. This field has had artificial fertilisers put on it to increase the amount of grass that can be taken off, and as a result it isn't as species rich as what we'd like. So we're going to reduce the fertility by continuing to cut and collect the hay, but we're going to stop any artificial inputs and we're going to introduce more grazing on this site. This is field 2, and as you can see we've got some scrub developing in field, and this field here used to be part of forest copse, which used to cover this field, extend a little bit down into Furnace Meadow and into the field further north. This field's never had any artificial fertilisers put on, so it's a bit more species rich, and it hasn't been cut and collected, so the oaks and the hawthorn and the dog rose have persisted in field. So the plan with field 2 is to increase the amount of scrub, so we're looking for something similar to what we saw over at Butcherlands, so enabling those natural processes to occur. And we're probably going to end up around about 20 to 30% scrub within this field. Hopefully we're going to mimic the successes of Butcherland. In the far corner over there we've got a nice little wet seep, so we're going to create a series of scrapes. So the farmer's out cutting this field at the moment. So this field's more akin to the first one that we looked at. So this one's had some artificial fertilisers added to it. It's been cut and collected and aftermath sheep grazed. So the plan for this field is very similar to field 1 in terms of we're looking to reduce that fertility by continuing to cut and collect and to stop putting any artificial fertilisers on. And we are still going to continue to aftermath graze it with either sheep or cattle. We haven't decided what, or maybe a combination of both. And what's unique about this field that I'm incredibly excited about is that we've got a bit of floodplain as well, which during and following heavy rainfall the water comes out of the stream and flows out onto the field. So we're now at the bottom of field 3 and we're looking to create a series of scrapes on the floodplain which is going to slow and store that flood water. So when the water levels drop and the water goes back into channel, we've still got those freshwater habitats infield, and that's going to benefit a whole range of species, including the turtle dove that breed here at Ebernoe.